Hey doc, have you ever felt alone in this profession? If you're not spending time talking to other chiropractic practice owners and even just other chiropractors, you're losing out on not only that connection and relationship, but money. They have strategies that have worked for them that they can easily share with you. Ways to make sure that your patients love you and stay with you long term. And of course, tips to make running a practice even easier. I'm going to share with you 3 ways that you can connect with other docs who will help you make more money and especially build an incredible lifelong connection. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 ways that you should be taking advantage of connecting with other chiropractors and making more money. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to share with you the most priceless place to connect with other docs in our Facebook group. So tip number 1 in building relationships with other doctors in our profession is understanding this concept of active versus reactive. It's so easy to walk into your practice and deal with the daily whirlwind. This is all the energy, all the craziness that comes into the practice each and every day. We deal with team drama, we deal with phones ringing off the hook, we deal with emergencies that need to be taken care of, and it's very easy to get sucked into that whirlwind to where you're reacting to everything, and by the end of the day, your energy has been pulled from you and you're exhausted and you realize you didn't even have a chance to build the business because you were so stuck reacting to it. You see, an active doc comes from being able to foresee, almost predict how the day is going to work out. And that's connected, like success and failure is oftentimes connected to who we are. And if we don't feel a sense of progression, right? Not perfection, but progress on a daily basis towards a goal, then we get stuck in this feeling of failure. And you're not a failure, doc. The very fact that you're in practice, taking care of patients, you have a team, means that you've already done the hard work. We just now got to give you the secret strategies to the last little bit of success. And so I want you to build an identity. This identity is not an identity of the lone wolf. I want you to know that there's a lot more of us out here that want to support you, to give to you, to pour our energy into you so that you can have that foresight of being successful. That success can be replicated by just simply understanding, hey, in my phase of practice, what should I be looking for? What are the strategies to break through these barriers? And that's what a community of doctors is all about, to support you in this journey. It's not easy. Like, this is why so many businesses fail. And we cannot afford to have you fail. Like, there's too many patients out there that need your services. And so having that community builds you, supports you, and make sure that you're going to be successful. All right, tip number 2, guys, is we become what we focus on. And we need a community focused on the right things. Have you heard that saying that I can predict your income by the average income of the 5 people that you hang out with the most? It is so true. As I have been building businesses and increasing, my income has dramatically skyrocketed, and I owe it a lot to the community that I've built around myself. Hanging out with business entrepreneurs, pioneers doing $10 million businesses, $50 million businesses, and even $100 million businesses. It has completely changed my outlook. Well, you need those type of resources, and the community provides that by surrounding yourself with successful doctors. And the coolest thing about the data-driven community is we have built the most successful doctors in the industry, where they understand organizational infrastructure. They understand making data-driven decisions, how to build teams of A players, how to turn players into data-driven team members, how to remove yourself from the treatment or production line, how to ascend your own provider ladder to literally scale your income to whatever number you choose to focus on. It's incredible having these doctors together. We just had one of the most amazing weekends where we brought together our doctors in our Octo Inner Circle. These are doctors doing high 7 figures. And these doctors, as we brought them together, listening to them talk through just in the private moments outside of the event, where they were sitting around the fire up at the Olympic level park because the whole weekend was on how to build an Olympic level organization. And so here they were, sipping on hot chocolate, man, talking through how to break through some of these problems that they were having at their level of practice where they're at. When you get privy to those conversations, when you get to have those conversations with doctors that are ahead of you, it blows through your glass ceiling. It helps you see what's possible. It helps you overcome the mindset that might be the very thing that's keeping you where you're at. You know, another video we created that will help you with this is called The 3 Things About Growing Your Practice That No Certification Course Can Tell You. Click that, watch that, you'll love that content. Now, before I go on to tip number 3, I want to invite you personally into our community called the Data Driven Practice Free Facebook community. It costs you nothing but an opportunity to come into a community who are passionate about the very things that I've listed here. If you're ready to upgrade your community, upgrade your resources, upgrade your income, this is the community to do it. Just simply post below community, and we will make sure to invite you personally into that community and introduce you to our amazing group of doctors. All right, guys, step number 3 is one of the most fun things that I get to do in this community, and that is where I get to be with you at a live event. It's our annual event, and it's called the Data Driven Mastermind in Paradise. This year, we're going to be spending 3 amazing days in Cancun, Mexico, at one of the most incredible all-inclusive resorts. And at that event, our community comes together where we are going to be breaking down the fundamentals of scale, how a practice can scale, and all the pieces that need to go into place. And we're gonna have members of our community speaking in that event that are now doing $3, $4, $5 million a year practices so that you can see the exact path of how they got there. This is going to be one of the most amazing events. It supports you in everything that you need, and it's done in a place where we're gonna mastermind and then go play, and then go mastermind and then go play, because I'd hate to take you to Cancun and make sure you didn't get enough beach time. There's gonna be opportunities for private masterminds for our upper level members, where you get to actually peek in and see what it's like to operate at these levels. And listen, again, being a chiropractor can be a lone wolf, and I don't want you to feel that. I want you to feel supported. You've probably had thoughts where maybe you feel a little crazy. Well, guess what? Welcome to the community of the 1% crazy. That's who we are. We are so obsessed with building the machine, building the vehicle, the practice infrastructure that creates the impact in your community. If you'd like to join us in paradise, just simply comment below the word paradise, and we will get you more information on how you can be with us in Cancun, Mexico, masterminding on how you can build the practice of your dreams.